Hello everyone, we have with us Tony Payne, and he's going to give us a glimpse of what happened yesterday and some of his thoughts on Professor Krugman and Mangabeira Unger.
Hi, well, it's been a fantastic privilege to be here, to be at this CIGI conference, and I thought yesterday was a remarkable day, bookended really by Roberto Unger's remarkable address in the morning and Paul Krugman's after-dinner speech. What I thought as Professor Krugman spoke was, what is Roberto Unger thinking about this? Unger in the morning made a critical comment about attenuated Keynesianism and kind of suggested that this really wasn't radical enough or provocative enough a way of rethinking the global crisis we're in. He clearly sees the crisis as a crisis of representation, a crisis of politics, a crisis of governance, and not just a crisis of finance or a block trade regime. He talked about three kinds of left and the need in particular for a reconstructive left, and was rather dismissive of the attenuated Keynesians. And yet from another political perspective, to be a Keynesian is to be radical. And Krugman is criticised in the United States for pushing the boundaries as far as it can go in terms of stepping away from a neoliberal paradigm. For Roberto Unger, from a Brazilian perspective, the framework, the scope of the imagination, which was one of his core themes, is much, much bigger. And Krugman then comes over as a conservative, tinkering with the system, trying to put it back into place, trying to get us back to 2007. Talking of recovery, and recovery by definition means getting back to where you were. That is the meaning of the term. Unger opened up our imagination to something much more dramatic and important, which Krugman, I think, only really highlighted in the final slide of his presentation, when he put up some stats on the screen about greenhouse gas emissions. And there's the big question: what kind of recovery, what kind of world economy can we have, where actually we cannot go on pumping out into the atmosphere all of the spillover from successful economic growth and industrialization? And for me, that's been the missing question of this conference, and the big issue that we have to grapple with in the future. Tony Payne, University of Sheffield from England, very happy to be here in Canada.